What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I've got some more Black Ops 3 Zombies information for you all. So, you guys know yesterday was an absolutely huge day in the world of zombies, the official reveal of Shadows of Evil, which is the first Black Ops 3 Zombies map, and we got a lot of good stuff. We got the trailer for that, we also got the announcement of the Juggernaut Collector's Edition version of the game, and all kinds of stuff like that. It was a very, very big day. Now, something that not a lot of people are talking about from yesterday is the official Zombies panel that went down at Comic-Con. So there's a live panel that Syndicate hosted, and there are a bunch of, devs and stuff there, and some of the talent from the game and stuff like that. And they talked a little bit more about the zombies and went a little bit more in depth on some, different topics that not a lot of people heard about. So I wanted to share this information with you guys because it's pretty interesting and it's stuff that we haven't really heard before. So it's definitely, a pretty important subject here. So anyway, Charlie Intel was actually live at that panel and they were tweeting out some of the information they put out. So that's where I'm getting this information from. So shout out to them for being there and getting there, the information from the ground source. But anyway, the first tweet they have here is that progression system in the Giant and Shadows of Evil. Every playthrough will feel different. Hashtag Black Ops 3 Zombies. So they were talking about how there's going to be some sort of progression system built into the zombies this time around to where it's not going to be the same thing over and over. You aren't going to feel like you're kind of on, autoplay or kind of replay and just kind of doing the same thing over and over and over again. Depending on the choices you make and the different routes you take and stuff like that, the map's going to play out a little bit differently. I wonder if the enemies might change a little bit and the, different situations you find yourself in might change a little bit. I think that'd be kind of cool. And it sounds like that's the direction they're taking with this. Now, one question that a lot of people have, or kind of a concern in some situations, is how is the setting going to work out with this, and how is the storyline going to make sense? Because if you guys don't know, in Shadows of Evil, which that first Zombies map, it takes place in like the 20s and 30s, like that time period, but they're using weapons from 2065. So how are they going to tie that in, and how is this going to make sense with all the previous zombies and stuff like that? Well, they actually confirmed that Mob of the Dead is connected to Shadows of Evil and all the other Black Ops 3 DLC. So, even though this is totally new, we have all new characters, we have a whole new setting and new weapons and stuff like that, it is still going to be tied back to the previous Zombies maps that we've seen before, particularly Mob of the Dead, which is kind of interesting to me. If those guys that are like super into the storyline side of zombies, that's going to be cool for you to be able to pick those things out. I'm sure there are going to be Easter eggs tied to that, which is going to be kind of fun. Now, next up, the next tweet we have here is actually very, very exciting. So Jason Blundell says, never say never for Mark III guns. So wow, think about that. A ray gun Mark III. Do you guys think that's possible? I definitely do. And I think that might be something that he could potentially be hinting towards there. Now, next up, this is an absolute huge tweet. And this is probably my favorite thing that we got out of this so far. They tweeted, PC mods and custom maps might discuss later, and then the crowd cheered. So this was during like a live Q&A where the crowd was asking questions, and somebody asked about if there are going to be PC mods and custom maps and stuff like that made available in Black Ops 3 Zombies, and they replied, this is something we might discuss later. So obviously, with that response, it's something that's on their minds. They're not confirming that it's going to be there or not going to be there, but I think that if they really supported that side of it, I think that would make the game that much better. Like, you look at games like, Gary's Mod and Prop Hunt and stuff like that. When you can mod games into, things of their own and let the community do their thing, that like makes it a whole new monster. And I think if we were able to really have like a super solid support system for PC mods and for the custom zombies maps, I think that would be absolutely huge for Black Ops 3. Now, next up, we have a couple of related tweets here, and this is pretty interesting. So, obviously, we have Derize, I don't even know how to say the map. Like, a lot of people were making fun of me in my video. How do you say it? Please leave comments down below. But anyway, yeah, so a remake of that map is included in the collector's editions of the game. It's called The Giant. It's kind of like a bonus zombies map there, and it's a remake of Derize. Again, I don't know how to say it. So, obviously, that brings up the question. If you're going to be remaking one of the previous zombies maps, are you going to be remaking some of the other favorite maps from the community as well? And they actually answered this. They said, no plans to revisit other or older zombies maps. It's not on the plate at the moment. So that's obviously, kind of a PR correct answer there. Like it's kind of leaving it open that, yeah, there is a possibility that it could be coming, but it sounds like no, they aren't going to be remaking the maps. They aren't going to make a habit of that. It's just kind of like a little one-off bonus type thing for the collector's edition of the game. And then kind of related to that, somebody asked about Nuketown and if there's going to be a Nuketown remake. and they said we will have to wait and see. So I'm not sure, I'm assuming they were talking about the Nuketown Zombies map, but they could also be, kind of referring to the Nuketown multiplayer map as well. We might be getting a Nuketown 2065 there. So yeah, there you guys have it. That was just, kind of a few, separate little tidbits of information that I found pretty interesting. I thought you guys might want to know if you're a fan of the zombie series. So yeah, if we get more information about zombies, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Check out these two videos if you haven't seen yet, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.